earlier this year, I did a 30-day challenge trying to minimize the amount of money I spent on food. Now I did this for a couple of reasons. First, to try to save a little bit more money, and second, to really show people that it's super easy and cheap to buy groceries. My aim for this challenge is to see whether I could get under $5 per day each day for the 30 days. I wanted to make sure that I was being healthy during this challenge. So of course I could have done just rice, pasta, and lentils every day, but I wanted to make sure that I got fruits, vegetables, and also nuts in to make it something that you could easily do and keep sustainable for as long as you wanted. Now, to make sure that I stuck to this goal and could see whether I was successful, I kept an Excel spreadsheet of everything that I bought and ate over the 30-day period. And this can include groceries, eating out, any fast food that I did eat, as well as things like flour, sugar, coffee, and oil, just to make sure that I account for everything that I ate during the period. Now, to start off the challenge, we went shopping on the first day to stock up on a couple of key ingredients.
First shop of the super cheap challenge for the month. Got some fruits and vegetables, mainly lentils, rice, and some tinned tomatoes to make some meals.
For the meals day to day, breakfast was usually just a bowl of oats with some walnuts. Like I said, we could have just easily had no walnuts and just the bowl of oats to make it a little bit cheaper, but wanted to keep it healthy. And for lunch, it was usually revolving around a big bowl of lentils with vegetables, with rice, that would usually cover us for about 13 to 14 meals. And so we'd usually have this on a daily basis for lunch, and usually as well for dinner. But dinner would also be something with a bit of variety, such as like roast potatoes, roast vegetables, or as well as pasta sauce, and that just to mix it up a bit from day to day, so not having the same thing for lunch and dinner. Now, we did also include 2 pieces of fruit per day for this challenge, and this would usually include bananas and apples. In regards to eating out, I did go out for one team lunch over the 30-day challenge, and I'm really glad I did because it shows just how expensive it is eating out. So this meal was like $20, and it added about 73 cents onto my daily total over the 30 days. Now imagine just how much rice or pasta you could buy with that $20. But of course, there are benefits of going to restaurants, like the atmosphere, as well as just the convenience and meeting up with friends as well. So I definitely like that I did go out for that restaurant meal once, but I do know that there were a couple of times throughout the 30 days that I was hesitant to go out any more because I knew this would bump up my costs, and I was really trying to stay under the $5 per day. When looking at the total cost of food over the 30 days, I ended up spending $128, which brings my daily total down to $4.29. And I was really happy to bring myself below that $5 per day mark. And just goes to show that this is really sustainable and cheap if you buy foods in bulk from the supermarket. A couple of the cheapest items that I ended up buying over the month were things like tinned tomatoes, carrots, salt, and pasta, which came into a daily cost of about 2 to 3 cents. When I'm looking at the most expensive things, this can be things like eating out. So I think Hungry Jack's was 90 cents over the 30 days that added to my daily costs. The eating out at a restaurant with my team was 73 cents. And just the big bag of walnuts was 33 cents. And of course, I didn't want to restrict myself too much throughout this challenge, so I definitely kept having my multiple times a day coffee, as well as hot chocolate and things like popcorn for snacks, which ended up coming in quite cheap. And in terms of the amount of foods that I eat and the caloric needs for myself just on a daily basis, I did make sure to weigh myself before and after, and ended up not losing any weight, and I actually ended up gaining a couple of 100 grams. And this just goes to show that I was eating at a caloric maintenance level for my activity needs, and this includes going to the gym, cycling to work, and also going for runs throughout the day. So that was how the 30 days went, trying to minimize the amount of money I spent on foods. My daily total being $4.29 over the 30 days. Now, I'm really happy with how that went. If you wanted to see a bit more of a breakdown of the exact foods that I bought, how much they cost per day, you can check that out on my website, Nathan Challenges Life, where I've put this blog post. And I'll put a couple of other things in, like recipes, into that blog post as well, just so you can see a bit of an idea of what I ate day to day. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. But my question to you is, how much do you spend on your grocery bill per week or even per month? And as well as fast food or eating out? And how much do you think you could save if you cut down the amount of times you ate out to just maybe once a week or twice at a maximum, and how much difference that would make? Now, of course, You don't want to restrict yourself and not go to restaurants and not enjoy things like those experiences. But if you're trying to find somewhere to reduce costs, minimizing the amount of times you eat out per week will definitely help you to reach a less monthly spending amount.